Hey, what's up, everyone? I believe we're live. Let me just make sure really quick. A little bit early than I was going to do, but it is 12:30 at night, so we might as well just start earlier than ever. Let me just confirm I'm live. Give me one moment, and we'll get. I'm hoping we can get Rod to come in. I know he's over at PJ, so I'm not gonna count on it. Oops, I have some stuff going on in the background. Boom, boom, this one. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me just send this link quickly to Roger, see if he comes in. If not, all good. Just going to keep it moving. While I do that, I'm going to play a channel intro here.
And exploring After years of diving into various rabbit holes and exploring numerous conspiracies, I've arrived at the startling yet straightforward conclusion. The world we inhabit has largely been influenced and controlled by a satanic elite. This revelation is indeed shocking to many, and it's crucial for someone like me to back such claims with solid evidence. Unfortunately, much of this evidence has been scrubbed from the mainstream search engines, making it increasingly difficult to access. I created this channel with a vital purpose in mind: to expose, discuss, and provide information that is often hidden or overlooked. It aims to be a central hub for uncovering information that is not indexed in mainstream search engines, allowing seekers of the truth to find what they are looking for without any censorship. My primary motivation for establishing this website stems from a deep passion for uncovering the truth and a strong desire to help others understand that Christ is the ultimate answer to the chaos we see around us. I personally fund the operation of this channel, and while any donations are appreciated, I want to emphasize that this information will always be available for free. I firmly believe that the truth, particularly the truth of Christ, has the power to set us free. However, I must caution you, the information presented here can be overwhelming to some, and it is sometimes a double-edged sword, revealing uncomfortable truths that can challenge even our most basic worldviews at times. Yet for many, including myself, the lies propagated by the elite often serve to only reinforce the existence of an all-powerful, all-eternal God, a divine being who transcends even those who seek to manipulate and control. This is the God that they are desperately trying to keep hidden from us. While I share my perspectives, I encourage you to seek out and pray for your own understanding and form your own opinions. Ultimately, the journey towards truth may look different for everyone, but the ultimate truth is Jesus Christ, and I hope this repository aids you in that pursuit of ultimately finding Christ.
Alright, guys, gonna play a song, and we're gonna get into it. I don't know why, but I just really like this song, so it's kind of my thing now. I'm gonna start playing this. It might be a hologram. It's a little bit absurd, but it's a good song. Okay, guys, we're gonna get into it straight away. Let me just mute that on my end. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. All right. So Steven Alonso, as of 4 hours ago, he made a video, 42 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh my! I didn't even look that it was 42 minutes. Holy crap. Okay. Well, maybe we'll do. Oh, I don't want to do 2 streams. Do I really want to stream this for like 3 hours? Okay. Well, before we get into that, let's just go to the final debate itself. Because that is 42 minutes. That's going to need to be its own stream. I'm okay with part 4. That's fine. I have some timestamps here, so we're just going to skip to those. So I believe my first timestamp is, let's check here, 37 minutes. So we're already skipping a large chunk. Thank goodness.
I've gone through and examined all 12 of your experiments, and we have debunks of every single one of them. I had 12 debunks of the globe prepared, and then if you made it through all that, I was going to show you how the SBVR model explains all 12 of your experiments.
Thank you.
But I guess we will have to do that on our own, and sayonara to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
So he got nothing out of that.
Okay,
So that's
awesome.
great.
So good news is we have just raised $250 for the Exodus Road.
Fringe. All right, let's continue. So that guy didn't even get his point in. 40 minutes of another time. Oh, this is when Steven Alonso starts. Yeah. Let's just start here.
So we'll go ahead and update the meter there at the bottom so we can keep track of it. And the next flat earther that I'm going to be bringing on stage is Steven Alonso.
Here we go.
Steven, how are
TFE
ya?
Shill himself.
Hey there, good. Test. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. And I think we got the audio figured out, which is exciting.
Down so they can see it.
Thank goodness the stream quality for Will Duffy here wasn't good enough to actually drop his links.
Awesome.
So nobody's reading those links,
than
Steven.
I originally prepared
Your little flat Earth
for
fitness
several.
isn't
No problem.
isn't getting promoted.
If you'd like, just to do a real quick, brief introduction of yourself and where people can find you.
So I thought right away he was going to be like, I'm Dr. Steven Alonso of the Flat Earth University. But I think he learned his lesson last time with Will Duffy, and he doesn't refer to himself as a doctor at all during this conversation, as far as I remember.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Steven Alonso. The last time I was on here with Will, I think it was back in March.
He's still trying to get the plug. Look at him. He's like, hold on, let me get my branding. Flat Earth Fitness right there, baby.
Here. And for anyone who wants to find me, I would recommend YouTube first, just to see what I'm about. If you like what I talk about, you might like my content. So that's the Journal of Geocentric Cosmology.
Okay.
And then we have a website.
I mean, I'm not going to let him plug himself.
107.
Whoa, hold on. Flat Earth Fitness.
So last time, Will, when we talked, I was 170 pounds. Let me put that up here just so you can kind of see the difference. So it's
So this is the result of Flat Earth Fitness, Steven Alonso's program. Link in the description. We are affiliated. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Don't buy this. It's a scam. You can work out without tying it into Flat Earth.
Now to weigh 20 pounds more, but look better than I
He gained 20 pounds, and he looks about the same to me. He looks the same. He doesn't look that different.
did before. So that's been a big change, and I track my weight every day, so I know that the weight
Wow, dude, this is like
is actually correct. So to be at 100,
I wonder if anyone else has any testimonies of Flat Earth Fitness. Do you think it's just him? Him alone? I think it's just going to be him.
190
No testimonies.
pounds now and looking better.
I'd be surprised if he sold
Great.
10
So
books.
That's the Flat Earth Fitness muscle building program that I've been consistent with now for 6 months. And anyone who wants more fitness advice, that'd be the StevenAlonso.fitness. Thanks for having me on, Will.
Awesome. Thank
Okay.
you. Cool. So let me
He
start.
didn't actually mention Flat Earth University or any of that because he knows Will Duffy will destroy him.
with the.
And I don't support Will Duffy, but this guy is lying about his university, so that's just easy pickings for the Globers.
The one question I think is going to be very difficult for you to answer.
Uh-oh.
Okay, sounds fun. I'm ready.
I will state that I am not in any way trying to say that you're not smart when I ask you this question. And This
He is.
question is not about you. It's about the flat Earth.
This is such a loaded question. Oh my god, it almost pisses me off that I'm not even about to hear this a second time today.
community as a whole. Okay.
Why
here's what
don't
the question
flat
is.
earthers have
Why,
PhDs?
why is it that there is a complete absence? There's supposedly, and I believe it, millions of flat earthers in the world. Why is there a complete absence of flat earthers that have a PhD?
That is a strongman argument. Unless you were to round up every flat earther on planet Earth, you gotta understand most of these people aren't outspoken about it. There's millions more flat earthers than there are flat earth channels that are out teaching people about it. There's everyday people that will never be outspoken about their opinion and they think the earth is flat and they're going to school right now. And they'll get bullied by their colleagues. They got PhDs in engineering or physics, or maybe they're a pilot and they're afraid to come out with their opinion because they'll lose credibility and be called an idiot by these people. That's why you don't see everybody come out like, oh yeah, I'm this person in high degree and high regard in academia. I'm a flat earther. Because now their academic regard is going to be taken with a grain of salt by everybody. So they'd rather not say it. But that doesn't seem like an option for Will Duffy. And I don't think Steven Alonzo is going to say this either. He's going to say something else dumb. Like, oh yeah, you're right. You're actually right, Duffy. Flat earthers don't have PhDs. Like, come on, dude. You're shilling for Duffy, dude. You're shilling for Duffy. That's what he's doing here. He's selling TFU merch. COVID calisthenics. Ugh.
Now,
Pathetic.
again, I don't have a PhD. I don't have a PhD. It's very strange to me when you have this entire movement of people that are trying to say they know better than everyone else, and not a single one of them has a PhD. Why do you think that's the case?
Oh my goodness. I'm not even going to comment. That's just obviously a strong man. There are flat earthers with PhDs.
I would say it would have to come to the career path they chose. So if
Okay.
you're going to be a public-facing flat earther, you're most likely not going to be working in a field that requires a PhD. It's just off the top of my head. You're not going to be teaching at your local city college.
You know, all he had to say is, Duffy, that is a strong man. You don't have any proof that no flat earthers have PhDs. You're just pulling that out of your ass. That's what he could have easily said, and they could have moved on right away. Because Will Duffy wouldn't be able to say anything to that. What is he going to say? I have the data. I asked every flat earther on planet Earth, and none of them have a PhD. Maybe he would say that because he condones lying, but
if you're also publicly making content about flat earth. So I think it comes to a career decision at someone's point in life. What path do they want to go down to? Do they want to be able to do whatever they want and have entire freedom? Or do they want to be kind of more focused in a narrow path where they got to kind of be careful about what they say? And I'd like to clarify too, a PhD is not necessarily intelligent. It's more about knowledge.
mhm.
Yes, for sure.
But
Yeah,
you're right. That's a very fair question.
That
to
is
ask.
not a very. Oh my goodness. You're right, Will. That's such a good question. Thank you for gaslighting Flat Earth and saying none of us have PhDs based on an assumption that's not a fact. Thank you, Duffy. So good.
Because it does show that there is.
We need a shill counter because that's shilling. That right there is shilling for Duffy. I hate to say it. That's 100% he's shilling for Duffy right now. He told him that's a great question.
I don't know, an anomaly, you could say, that should be addressed for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's an anomaly. For
Oh, yeah,
sure.
it's an
There's
anomaly.
a lot of
Right.
different, conspiracies and theories and ideas out there that have large followings, and I don't know if there's another one where there's a complete absence of PhDs. So it's just something for people to think of.
Let me think. Do you think all the 9/11 people, I guess they have PhDs. Anybody who said 9/11's an inside job, PhD worthy? What's another conspiracy? The thing that happened in 2020, you don't need a PhD to figure that out. But the flat Earth, though, you're gonna need a PhD. You can't figure it out. Yeah, retarded.
About. Okay, Steven, now is your time to get the stage. So again, I want you to make a case that we live on a flat Earth, and the only rule is you can't mention the globe.
Okay, let's
So-
see his best flat Earth remarks here. The Flat Earth University guy. Let's see what he says. I mean, is he just gonna absolutely debunk Will Duffy? I doubt it.
Fire
Let me
away.
just see the
I doubt it.
quality of my presenting. I'm just going to check on my phone to see how it's looking since I don't have the
Okay,
thing up on my
let's
computer.
skip ahead.
Yard.
Stuff like I know that I've studied and can make a case.
Sun's
for it.
and Lemma.
So I
that's
guess
it,
one
you
of the
know,
reasons
I like that.
why I would believe in flat Earth is I guess the sky observations that we observe in our daily life, they have to match some map or some model that we believe we live on. So the sun's analemma is one of the first things that beginner flat earthers get introduced to. We look up in the sky.
One of the, because he's, oh my goodness, dude. One of your beginner flat earthers that you indoctrinate into your flat earth model system and sell them the science textbook and get him in the flat earth university. He's like, well, the young flat earther, the first thing he will learn is the analemma. Like, there's no system to this, dude. There's flat earthers that probably don't even know what the analemma is, and they still think it's flat.
Over a year, and we know based on the sky that there's going to be a smaller loop in the north and a larger loop in the south. This alone isn't debated. We can just go outside and observe this. The question comes when we try to fit it to a specific model. How do we fit that smaller loop in the north and the larger loop in the north? We, for example, if we try to use the South Polar AE model, it wouldn't work because that would mean we have a larger loop in the north and a smaller loop in the south. So we can falsify the South Polar very, very easy. Stuff like the oblique Mercator stereographic that the Awake Souls were presenting, the analemma also wouldn't work on that projection either, because we know the sun's ground position. It has a latitude and longitude that isn't really debatable.
Wait, we know the sun's ground position? Maybe that flew over my head, but I'm not picking that one up.
You have to make it fit to some model. Now, I'm very aware of how the globe model works. So if you have a globe, let's not do a tilt. So without a tilt, if the sun's going up and down,
so
like from the Tropic of Cancer,
he broke the rule. He's not supposed to mention globe.
He brought the globe into it. That's okay.
Work on flat Earth. I always try to approach it from a senior level where I explain.
I mean, so far he hasn't really. Well, now I think I figured out Will Duffy's tactics here. By saying you can't use the word globe, it makes it hard to debunk a globe, because you're saying, oh, well, it doesn't work on the globe model, but you're not allowed to mention the globe model. And he's not really mentioning how it works on a flat Earth either. He's just saying, oh, well, the analemma is a flat Earth thing, not a globe thing. But he doesn't really talk about it any deeper than the surface level.
Both concepts to people and then let them choose what is how they think better.
Cool.
But yeah, so the sun's analemma makes more sense to me on flat Earth, and that's one of the reasons why I choose to believe in flat Earth.
Okay, awesome. So I can tell you right now, you're going to have a lot of pushback on saying that the lights in the sky are telling us about the ground we live on, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Even Duffy
Let's
knows
move
that.
on to the final experiments. I think I would have to talk to you.
I have 12 right up here if you want to use my numbers.
Yeah, thank you.
And choose ones that we haven't talked about, just because your audience might remember stuff from your. It was up to you, but I'm prepared to discuss all 12. So if you want new content as well,
new content.
I
go
think,
at it.
Yeah. So Stephen, I think I have to talk to you about the South Pole.
I think I have to.
South Pole, like that's number 8 on here. The South Pole for me. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that.
So you have stated in the past that you think you know where the South Pole Station is. Can you please show me where the South Pole Station is on a flat Earth map?
So now he's going to pull up the Gleason, and he's going to say, oh, well, the Gleason's wrong. And then Stephen Alonso is going to say, no, the Gleason's right. And now we're going back in time like 5 years. This isn't the final debate. This might as well be the first debate.
Yeah, so one of the greatest things about being a software developer is that
PhD, permanent head damage. What's up, logical observations? Good to see you,
man. Let
man.
me just see if I have this as a slide. This is section 8. Section 8, link to original content and not station.
So he's going to zoom out.
Is it possible so people can see where you're... Okay, hopefully people can see the United States there, Canada. Is it possible for me to see the...
Does this slide help you? In the Flat Earth universe.
Okay, awesome.
So he's saying the station is somewhere around next to the U in the Flat Earth University. That's where he's putting the station they went to. Supposedly they went.
We have one problem, Stephen. There's a company called White Desert, and they take people to not only Antarctica by plane, they take them to the South Pole Station. And they are headquartered in Cape Town, South Africa, which is at the bottom of your map there. And they can get to the South Pole on a 7-hour flight.
Oh
So if
no,
you
the
could go back
Gleason
to that
map.
map, I think
Oh
everybody
no!
will.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
we don't
zoom
need to hear
notes. Let me
that.
see if I
We
can
all know about the Gleason map.
Where's your armament pole? So that has to do with that Lorenz ether.
Oh, this is
as
even
a
worse. Yeah, we do need to
Pac-Man.
know about this because he's gonna
Yeah.
make some bullshit explanation
No
as to
problem.
why the AE map is 100% accurate.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying. You're saying like it would either be a Pac-Man effect or it'd be similar to what we talked
When he
about.
says Pac-Man effect, he's talking about the simulation theory where you go off on one edge and you end up on the other and you just teleport across. That's what he means by the Pac-Man effect. If you've ever played Pac-Man, you can go from one side of the screen to the other. Yeah. And that's obviously, I would say, outside of the realm of possibility for numerous reasons.
Before, where the relative speed of so for those of your audience who don't know, I believe that walking around the edge of the firmament is the exact same speed as if you were walking around the North Pole.
Yeah, so if you did a little tiny circle, walking around in a circle up here at the North Pole, which is funny because his map doesn't have a North Pole, but let's just say he did have it on the map, which I think he should. He's saying you would walk around this huge outer rim at the same speed you would walk around this little tiny inner rim. And it has to do with something about the Lorentz ether contraction, and then he starts talking about relativity. He's all over the place, man. Most flat earthers wouldn't even agree with relativity.
So that has to do with that Lorenz ether transformation. But this is how I would argue what you're saying about for those flights.
Okay, well, we're not talking about walking, so I'm a little bit confused there.
Distance. So I was just trying to give an example for distance. So flying, walking, just traveling, any method of traveling.
I mean, how do you
Gotcha.
prove that?
Okay, so it takes me 7 hours to get from the center of the United States to Hawaii. So looking at your map there, this is not making a lot of sense to me.
Correct. So distance
Correct.
has to be
Oh,
relative.
boy.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
Distance has to be relative. Oh boy, here we go.
So you know the North Pole, it's a very tiny, you would assume it's a tiny spot on flat Earth. Walking around that is the same as walking around the edge.
I'm no expert, but I'm thinking if you were to walk like 200 miles in the North Pole and then you went to Antarctica and you walked, essentially you'd be walking 800 miles. And he's saying it would take the same amount of time. That doesn't make any sense to me.
So
Interesting.
that duration, that time, assuming a constant speed,
Makes no
the
sense.
duration ends up being the exact same. So that means distance becomes relative.
We'd have to prove that. If that is the case, it's absolutely unproven. I mean, if somebody's walking in the North Pole and walking in the South Pole, hypothetically the South Pole, obviously, you're saying the guy in the South Pole is going to be walking 5 miles in the time that it takes the one dude to walk one? Or, let's just say 6 miles, 4 miles, whatever. They're going to be traveling at least twice the distance in the same amount of time. I feel like we could debunk that pretty easy. And he's sitting here trying to prove the flat earth with this nonsense. It makes us look bad. Honestly, this is why I said don't even go on the show. Don't pull up the Will Duffy. We're not morally obligated, because when you think you're morally obligated, you end up coming on and make yourself look a little low, a little slow.
So to give the extreme example, just so we don't waste a lot
The
of
extreme
time,
example.
do
I feel
agree
like he's
that
already
flights
given an
match
extreme
the
example.
globe and that the flat Earth does measure to a globe.
Okay, I appreciate
feel like
that.
you
It
already did.
sounds like I could possibly break the 4-minute mile if I just do it in
Oh man, he's basically just got roasted. Hold on. Listen to what Will Duffy says.
It sounds like I could possibly break the 4-minute mile if I just do it in Antarctica.
No, because the distance measures to the globe. So that's the thing. No one actually knows they're traveling at relativistic speeds.
What? No one knows they're traveling at relativistic speeds. You wouldn't perceive it, but you are actually traveling farther, though, right? Even though, from your perspective, it's not. What? And I mean, you might need a PhD in the special ed class to understand this.
For example, the Antarctica yacht races. Like, this is all well documented. No one's actually traveling.
Maybe
that.
I'm slow.
Well, they are, but they don't know they are because it's from the observer's frame of reference.
Okay. Awesome. I want to talk about one other thing with you, which is the South Celestial Pole.
South Celestial Pole, page 9. Was that over here? Yeah, so this is extremely easy to understand since longitude is a continuous coordinate system. Let me see. So that would be slide
There's
10.
infinite south celestial poles. That's what he's saying. I cannot explain his point for him because that I don't understand that. So
We need
we'll
to
hear
get
it.
experiment 10 link up. We can look at this from two ways, I guess. So this one that we had over here is a perfect way to
Yeah, I want people to
kinda introduce the
understand.
topic.
I want people to understand your model and why it differs from the globe model. So the globe says that there's only one south celestial pole and that it's only visible from one geographic location. Your model says there's an infinite number of south celestial poles and it's visible from an infinite number of locations.
Yeah, now just to correct you,
Okay.
you might be thinking of the South Pole star. The South Celestial Pole is an abstract location that absolutely is visible 100% of the time. I'm not sure if we're talking about two different
Well, if it's an
things.
abstract location, how is it visible 100% of the time? It's not even like a physical. You can't even pinpoint it.
Well,
Is it like a star in the sky, or like how do you see infinite celestial poles? I don't understand.
said to me before online that you believe there's an infinite number of south celestial poles, and I think your sheet you
So
just
this-
brought up said that.
The South Celestial Pole is this dot right here, that little dot in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's infinite of them. You can look 5 degrees to your left and you'll be looking at another focus point. So it's an arbitrary, all it means is
But you're looking at the same star, right? Like each person has an independent perspective to the sun, to the star, to whatever you're looking at in the sky. If I was to move distance, the position of the star might change. Like whenever you move 69 miles, Polaris drops down a degree, things like that, right? But that's not changing its location. It's still the same point. We're just seeing it from a different perspective.
for celestial declination of negative 90 is, that's your South Celestial Pole. So
Yeah, so
let me
just
see if I can-
to clarify for the audience, in your model, if two different people were in Antarctica and went to 90 degrees south and they were nowhere near each other, they would both have a south celestial pole directly above them.
not directly above them,
Okay.
it depends on your latitude. So for example, when MC Toon did the sundial
What is he talking
prediction
about?
that matched the flat Earth model,
They would both have different, and they'd be above them. And there's infinite. So for that to work, there'd have to be an infinite amount of stars, which there's not. I mean, we pretty much have mapped out the dome above us, so to speak, right? We've mapped out like all of the stars. So I don't know how there's these infinite stars, and this must really be going over my head, or it just makes no sense. I'm starting to lean on a little bit of both.
set the stick to 80 degrees of elevation, just like we would on flat Earth, but to match your latitude. So no, your South Celestial Pole is exactly equal to whatever your southern latitude is. This is a
Yeah.
1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, but 90 degrees south in your model is a very big distance.
Correct. It's a continuous coordinate system.
Yeah, 90 degrees south would be this entire outer pink ring. So he's saying if you're standing here, you're standing there, you're standing here, you're standing there, there's always going to be a south celestial pole above you, and this like as far as the star goes. So you're going to see a star here, like all the way around, no matter where you stand. But I'm just trying to. It doesn't make sense to me, really. It doesn't make sense.
Correct. So what I'm saying is
Maybe I don't
you
get.
can have multiple people at 90 degrees south on your model that are nowhere near each other. They're tens of thousands of miles away from each other.
Correct, but not only that, that's just how it works. You can confirm this with any type of astronomy.
I'm okay with
software.
that.
You go to a place like, where is this?
Like,
This is-
yeah, I mean, if you're on 9 degrees south, assuming a Gleason's map, which I'm not going to, but let's just for this case, yeah, if you're on one side of the circle and I'm on the other side, yeah, I mean that's a long distance all the way on 9 degrees. Yep.
New Zealand for the same time, you'll see the Southern Cross is to your bottom right. You go to another place like Chile, same time, you see the Southern Cross is to the top left. Where I think you're getting confused is that you're not aware that during the daytime, the South Celestial Pole still exists, just if you're not able to locate it yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to pinpoint for you and for the audience here is that in your model, two people at different geographic locations would both, if they were both at 90 degrees south, would both have the South Celestial Pole directly above them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's pretty easily falsified.
Yeah.
Because there's actually only one physical location on Earth
Well, that's where I
that you
disagree.
can film the South Celestial Pole above you, and that's right next to the South Pole Research Station. So there's a reason that it's only ever been filmed there, and that no one has ever been able to do that in any other location in Antarctica, and that's because we live on a globe.
It's not
Correct.
because we
So
live
you're
on a
now
globe.
talking about the South Celestial Pole being directly above you, as opposed
Yes.
to what we we're talking about before, where you could have infinite, for example, at 80 degrees of latitude.
Correct.
So at Union Glacier, there's still a South Celestial Pole,
But it's
so now
not
you're talking
directly
about
above
something
you.
else. So you're talking about
Okay, so
one
it would
place where
only
you find it directly above.
it would only be directly above you in that one specific place. I guess Steven is conceding to that point.
You?
Yes.
But
So
what
I-
would it look like? What would it look like for everybody else? Because he's saying, "Oh, well, they'll all see it. It just won't be above them." So what would it look like?
I still agree with that as well. Anywhere along the firmament at negative 90 degrees south, you could film it directly above you.
Yes.
So that
Anywhere.
example I gave before, the geographic South Pole, that is one of the
So
many
he didn't concede. What? Is he contradicting himself here? What is he even saying?
possibilities you can go to have it directly above you. Anywhere along the firmament, it would be directly above you.
Okay, cool. And what I'm
Anyway.
trying to say is that this would be a very easy
Why-
test for you to do.
Why would
Is to just go to another place other than where the South Pole Research Station is and show that the South Celestial Pole is above you, but it can't be done. It's never been done because there's only one place that it can happen,
because
and that's
it's
because we
a
live on
globe? Oh yeah, yeah.
So-
I would
Unfortunate.
also
I hate that.
though, argue
The 2 points Steven has made, unfortunately, they were both Will Duffy's questions. He said, "Oh, well, let me moderate the debate. I'm going to ask you this specific question about the South Pole and this other question." And he knew that Steven didn't have a great answer for it, so he wanted to basically gaslight him into answering his loaded question that he already knew the answer to.
that the distance between two spots looks really far on the projection that we're using, but due to that relativistic distance that I mentioned earlier, it's no different
Relativistic
than being right at the North
distance.
Pole.
Huh.
Yeah, but
Like those two spots are no
It
different.
doesn't
than
sound
if
like a
you're just at
flat
the
Earth
North
term to
Pole.
me.
It's like just saying
Sounds
hi
like
to
a
your
globe
friend.
term.
Like
Yeah,
it's
but-
that close to each other.
looking at your map here, you have a blue arrow going south from New Zealand. You have a blue arrow going south from South
Yes.
America. If two people got on their own individual boats and went until they got to the Antarctic coastline, they're going to be nowhere near each other.
I would disagree.
What?
So the closer you get to negative 90 south,
I would disagree.
you drastically
Look at Will Duffy. He's eating this up, dude. He's eating this up.
get closer together. I would agree
Like on a
though
globe.
with you if we're talking about like
Like
where
on
you
a
were at
globe.
Union
Oh,
Glacier. You're right. That's no so Union Glacier and like Wolf's Fang Runway, those are nowhere near each other. But if you continue going south from Union Glacier and continue going south from Wolf's Fang Runway, yes, I do believe that right at exactly 90, if it's even possible to get there, they would meet up somehow, absolutely. Like that big loop that I talked about. That's how I think it works.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, Steven, I really appreciate you coming on.
Oh, what terrible points, dude. Steven didn't get to basically prove anything. He said something about the sun's analemma, and he gave his opinion on it, but didn't show any facts. He said there's infinite south poles, and didn't really show any facts on that. Just his debunked AE model. And now he's gone. See you later. Thanks for the $250.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks. Glad to be on here.
All right.
And
Take care.
he's happy to be on that.
Take care. Have a good one.
Okay. Thank you, Steven Alonzo.
Rough. That was rough, man. He didn't make a single point. He didn't make a single point. What a shame. Okay, let's move on from Steven's swing and a miss. Because that's what that was. It was a swing and a miss. Where's the next time step? Where are we right now? We're at 55. Okay, and 1 hour and 22 minutes. That's where my next point that I wrote down is. I don't have any notes for this one, so we'll just have to find out what they're talking about. Oh, this guy. Oh, I might have to play his whole thing because this guy comes in and he calls Will Duffy a shill and the fake flat earthers. And this guy was the only person that I saw came in trolling, not answering any of Duffy's questions, and just calling him what it is. This is the only guy.
Accurate shape of Australia and not the Australia on the word here.
I'm really grateful to be here today.
I don't know who this is, but I was watching it live and I was cheering him on in the chat.
Disappointed though, Will, I have to say.
He's disappointed
Okay,
in
why is
Will.
that?
Well, for the last year, I've been deeply disappointed in you because instead of standing for the truth, right, and creating this excellent experiment where people could have got involved, what you and your friends have done, MC Toon, Dave McKeegan, all of them, Fight the Flat Earth,
MC Toon was one of the moderators in this chat. Just pointing that out there.
all of them, without limit, all of them have done is mocked, ridiculed, and pushed people away from actual honest debate. You've created a false dichotomy where you only had two models of reality. One, the glurf, and the other one, the flurf. Okay, so the easy way to point this out is if you were tough, if you were an actual fighter for the truth, you wouldn't have had to create a
What up, Scott? Good to see you.
pizza dough model to knock down like you were simply
Links to chat if anybody wants to join. I think it's in there. We're just going over the final debate. This guy's actually about to start roasting Duffy. This is like the highlight of the stream, I would say, for the Flat Earth side.
bowling with safety rails in the gutters, right? Reality is much more grand than that. Tonight really isn't about testing models, Will, or examining data. You've created this structured interview system. What this really is your exit interview.
I'm mainly gonna just let this guy speak because, like I said, he's doing all the roasting for me. It's great.
You've already announced that you're walking away. You're done. This will be the last thing. You're going to have clips of this that are going to go in your Joe Rogan starred podcast. You're going to walk away. All you've done is mock innocent people, hide the actual truth. And in a sense, well, you've already lost. You lost the debate before you even started it because while you quit and move on, we're never going to stop. We don't retire.
Yeah, we're not
It
done.
doesn't take retirement. We stay and we're going to fight forever and ever. So now that I've had my intro, when you actually have a debate, it needs to be structured in an honest way. Nothing that you
Yeah, I mean, this debate wasn't honest. If we look at Alonzo's questions, it was the analemma and the South Pole. And Stephen Alonzo, wrong answer both times.
have done here.
And then he was gone. He didn't even get to make his good Flat Earth points. Because, yeah, Stephen Alonzo, he's shilling for Duffy, but he does have some decent Flat Earth points. We do measure the Earth flat. We do observe it flat. You know what I mean? But he didn't bring up that because that wasn't the question from Little Shill Duffy over here, who's leading the debate.
Duffy has been honest or structured in any way. And this is a call out to Fight the Fat Earth, Dave McKeegan, Ryan, Michael Toon, every single one of you. You are all openly challenged to actual debates. We'll go on any platform with any moderator. You guys can get as many super chats as you want. We do all this for absolute free. So you've set up today this supposed quote unquote.
Do you guys in chat know who this is? Because I don't know who he is, but he's speaking some facts here.
Final debate, right, Will? Which it is. Thank you.
Never seen him.
You can exit off the stage because all you've done is mock, ridicule, censor, and block. You've blocked YD. You've blocked half the people who watch our content because we believe in another version of reality. And guess what, Will? It has two poles on a flat stationary plane. So today
2 poles? I don't know, but that's neither here nor there.
you've come up. Let's do your debate. I'm going to come into your ring and your rules. Tell me the rules. Let's do it.
Thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate it. By the way, for the record,
Thanks, Roddy. I appreciate
I
it.
have.
It did seem like it.
I'm against the mocking and I'm against the ridicule, and I have said,
That's a lie.
huh?
Everyone's witnessed it. You're lying.
Oh,
You've been a
okay.
jackass.
Duffy's a
treated everyone
liar.
like
Woohoo.
absolute crap the entire time.
Woohoo.
So don't try to pretend that you haven't. Everybody in the whole world, all of creation is watching.
Can't pretend anymore.
Okay, so
I asked you for the rules. Let's have the debate your way. You want to ground and pound. You want to stand and spar. You've created 3 systems of a debate, right? I didn't
Yes.
know about it until today. Is that true?
yes, okay.
You just came out with the rules today.
This guy rocks. I'm going to be honest, man. If we all came in like this would have been a great debate. I wish Mr. Moral Obligation to Stephen Alonzo would have stuck up for the Flat Earth like this.
So
That's
please
correct.
Tell me the rules. Let's do it.
Instead of saying, oh, wow, great question, Duffy. Thank you for asking a gaslighting statement. I really wonder why no Flat Earthers have PhDs. What a great question. That is so gaslighting, dude. There are Flat Earthers with PhDs. And we got Will Duffy saying to Stephen Alonzo and getting him to agree that, oh, yeah, it's really weird we don't have PhDs. Get out of here, man.
I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. I am going to ask you a question from my list here.
Sure.
Okay, cool. If you were in the southern hemisphere, how would you figure out the cardinal directions north and south?
How easy of a question? So obviously I would cite my location by using the sigma octans region of the sky at 180 degrees south. Next question. On a flat stationary
I don't understand that. He said sigma something. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll take his word for that.
I need to see that, by the way.
I told you. Let's continue. What's your next question?
Well, no. Okay, that's fine. I want to see what
Give
you're.
me all of your questions.
No, this is great.
Archie.
You just described
great.
you just described the globe. If there's a
No,
flat
you
Earth,
don't believe that there can be. Hold on. I did not in any way, and now you're using the word. I'm not allowed to say that word you said, right? Or is that in your next section? So first off, just because you believe there's two poles in the sky, that doesn't intrinsically tie it to a, you know what, space ball. Sorry, it doesn't. There's projection.
Sorry,
systems that use
is this guy
two poles.
Canadian?
You can have 3 poles in the sky. You can have 4.
I'm surprised he's so
Why would you limit
confrontational.
to a straw man fallacy like you have. False dichotomy, Will. You're exposed
Maybe it's from Minnesota.
again in front of all of creation.
I'm not, Ronnie. You just
You are.
said you
created
just said
a false dichotomy and you used a single pole pressurized pizza dough model, which, if you've checked, I've timestamped a live interview with Jaron Campanella, who you used in your final experiment, which is actually an observation. They aren't scientifically in any form, shape, or way, which we're going to get to. I showed him that the sun rose south of east and set south of west in the southern part of the so-called Earth, right? In Punta Arenas, as you would say it, right? I showed him and I said, Jaron, for the next 8 years, are you going to continue to lie to people and push a false model of reality? And what did he do, Will? He did. He did. And you
Okay.
chose him to be your validator of truth.
I did
When
not
I told
choose.
him and the whole world and all of creation that there was a sun that rose south. What does it mean, Will, if a sun rises south of east and sets south of west?
Hey, Ronnie, I didn't choose Jaron.
Doesn't work on the globe.
Flat Earthers did.
Okay, yeah, sure.
He didn't choose Jaron. Oh my, dude! I don't remember picking Jaron. I thought Roger was gonna go or somebody like that. Not Jaron. As far as I remember, half the flat Earth community was saying Jaron was a shill, and as soon as he gets back from Antarctica, he's gonna flip sides and be a glober. And that's pretty much what happened. That's what I remember happening. So
Another lie. Let me ask you a question, Will. My
Sure.
turn, right? You asked
Sure.
me a question. Now I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure,
Do you believe that Earth is on a tilted axis?
I do.
So then how can you explain a due east and due west sunrise, sunset 2 times of the year?
That's the equinox, right?
see, this isn't my point. I'm not too familiar with how this debunks the globe, so I'm gonna just kind of let him make his point here.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so
It's not
that's
the solstices.
okay. Yeah, so that's pretty easy to explain.
Yeah,
it's,
explain
it's,
it.
It's the midway point when each pole
Yeah.
is tilted directly toward the sun. It's halfway in between that.
Halfway in between that, huh? So
That's right.
you're telling me that at that point both poles are equally tilted? That there's not one? So which causes winter and which causes fall? So what you're not showing your audience, right, is an actual graphic of it. Why don't you pull it up?
I don't have a graphic of it handy.
Oh, see, he didn't have a graphic handy either, but Will Duffy kind of held it against him.
No?
Um,
That's too bad.
I'm
Because
still-
if you're on an Earth tilted at 23.5 degrees to its axis, you can never have a due east, due west sunrise set. The Earth doesn't go like this. It doesn't tilt throughout its orbit. It simply goes around in its supposed orbit around the sun, which isn't proven. We can actually measure the sun moving. The Earth doesn't change its tilt, Will. It doesn't wobble. Is that what you're claiming?
No, I can visualize it, but if you can't, that's okay.
Oh no, I can visualize how a due east, due west, sunrise, sunset twice a year destroys your glurfer idea of reality. Let's move on to number 2 because you've already failed to limit
Okay.
or meet the actual required answers for reality. So what's the second part? You want me to tell you why Earth is flat? Is
That's
that part of
right.
your
That's right. This
controlled
is
bit? Okay, let's go through
All
This
right,
is-
because I know you
let's
got
see it.
this is your time to shine.
Sure.
Make your case that the Earth is flat. Just don't mention the globe.
Sure. Well, right off the top of the bat, we can use level flights from the NTSB data. right?
Love that.
Planes fly level. They don't nose down following quote unquote curvature. What's your answer for that?
The globe model says that planes fly level, and it never says that they should nose down.
Curvel. Wait, curvel. You're saying level means curvel, right?
No. So, Ronnie, are there 2 different words in English? One called flat and one called level? Are there 2 different words?
Is level curving or is it parallel to a flat horizon?
Level. The reason
So
we
the
have the
answer-
words flat and level in the English language is because they're different. Level does not mean flat. So level can
It's
refer.
ridiculous, Will.
No,
All
it's
of creation.
it's
seems to
it's
try
in the
to use
dictionary. You
curve
can't
all-
blame me for that. It's in the dictionary.
You should have said through pendulous veins or mercury erectors, right? Which actually only keep at a local
Oh, hey,
level,
Roger. Yep, I'll get you in here,
an
man.
actual gyroscope erected correctly. So for you to prove that Earth
Welcome,
and a
Roger,
plane is
welcome.
flying around,
Hey, Jaden, how's it
Good
going,
to see you, man.
Yeah, he's taking.
Why don't I hear you?
I'm talking.
Oh, do I have this tab muted?
Huh?
Yeah, I
See?
did. Okay. Sorry, I had this tab muted for some reason.
He's taking Nathan Oakley's NTSB data and using it, which we actually say that proves the level horizons.
Well, Will Duffy's about to gaslight the hell out of this, and he's gonna say, "Did you ever watch the one with who's that pilot? Wolfie
Yeah,
9?"
60-40. Yeah, what
And
about?
he's saying, oh
Wait.
well, we don't. The pitch data doesn't matter because it's based on. I don't know exactly his point. 'cause
Oh, it
it's a
has
little bit more-
self-correcting gyros, is what they're claiming now.
Yeah.
And they're actually quoting Bob Nodell's gyro experiment that declinated at 15 degrees an hour, supposedly. But Bob Nodell never released any of the data from that at all. So they don't have any real claim against this at all. They don't have a leg to stand on. If you took them to court, they would
They'd
lose.
probably fail.
But he's going off Merriam-Webster's definition. But if you read the Webster definition, it's the curved level around the water surface of the earth. You have to show me the curved level of the water around the earth. You can't.
Yeah, so it's
It's
debunked by definition. Yeah.
the definition itself debunks what they're talking about. If you actually look at the technical definition of what level is or horizontal, it has no part higher or lower than the other, meaning level, horizontal. Yeah.
All right,
But
well, let's see what he says here.
Cherry picking with this, and he doesn't want to actually get into the crux of the argument.
Right.
the curvature, what you need to do is take a non-assisted gyroscope. Are you listening
Hey,
to me, Will?
hey, Ronnie, Ronnie, this is important.
who's your other
Ronnie,
friend that
Uh-oh.
mobs
Ronnie,
everybody?
you
Wolfie.
mentioned the globe. This section is over. You mentioned the
Oh,
globe.
you still don't want
This section is over. He's done. He knew it. He didn't even address it. He said, "Oh, I heard the word globe. Time to end it."
Well, if I would have went on there, if he said don't mention the word globe, I'll just actually present like a data sheet of MTSD data that goes over like 4,000 or 5,000 miles.
I think he actually does go over that data in this. I don't know if he goes over it here,
Does Will
but there
go?
is a point where he goes over. Yeah, Will goes over the data. Yeah, and then he even goes over some high distance balloon footage, and he tries to say that the horizon is actually curving. At one point, Will says that at 30,000 feet, the horizon does curve. We're gonna get into that.
Nice.
I got that timestamp. I don't. Maybe he misspoke, but he definitely said, yeah, at 30,000 feet in a plane, the horizon curves.
more?
No,
you don't
I
want
want-
to go through
no.
how water finds its level, parallel horizons, the celestial
No.
poles, and sunlight
Ronnie.
and shadows.
Nope, he
all
doesn't,
prove that
'cause
Earth
he's-
is a fixed and stationary
He's
place.
ready to
Ronnie.
just gaslight and move
I
on.
can't believe you did this. Okay, you're the third person. I'm going to give you a
Let's
chance
go on to
right
the third
now.
part. Okay, we go on to the third part.
I can't believe you used the word globe while trying to debunk a globe. How dare you?
Yeah,
Fine.
I know.
You don't want to
He
talk
made that
about
rule
SPVR.
early, didn't he? You know.
Yep.
No, we're
Right before the debate too, so nobody had time to prepare.
Well, that's easy to
now,
do.
are we not?
I
Yeah.
could do about it. Yeah. I would have brought the
going on
globe
to
up
your
at all.
experiments? I'd like to go through 1 through 12. If you just let me quickly read a quick paragraph, won't take long.
I'm sorry, you
The
can't do
core
I'm
that.
sorry. He's
core
not sorry.
fallacies in Will Duffy's 12 proofs, which aren't proofs,
And he
they're
kicks him.
observations.
I think he's kicked.
right?
No, he's still
am I
on.
allowed to speak? Am I
Oh no,
still
he's
presenting?
okay.
I'm changing the screen right now.
Okay. So
Okay.
you did 12 observations. They didn't meet the actual rigor or actual needed functions of what an actual experiments are. You didn't have any independent variables. You didn't meet any of the actual rigor. What you did is you created 10, right? 10 fallacies that all matched meridians that get to a southern pole point, which is easily explained in a virtual reality with a SBVR.
Oh, I hate Ronnie's
Perfectly
virtual
explained.
Oh
Right.
gosh, the SBVR model? I've never heard of that. Do you know what that is?
No, that's something that him and his cohort made up. Scott's going to come on, I think, here in a second. He knows this guy.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I hope he does, because then we'll get some.
Hey, Scott, jump in. He said he was going to come on. He called me earlier.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And so I'll see if he's in chat still.
I
Scott,
think he
you still
did just hop in. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
Yo.
What do you
What's
think
up?
about this guy? He was telling me you know about him.
Oh,
He
you
knows.
mean Ronnie?
Yeah.
I know both of them. I know him and his boyfriend.
He's got a boyfriend?
Yeah, his
Well,
boyfriend was on earlier.
Oh no.
he was he was the first one, bro. The
I
first
mean,
guy.
I'll
Oh, do you know who they are though? Jaden.
no, never even seen this guy. This is the first time
Okay.
I ever seen him.
Okay. Well, it's old, like 7, 8 years ago. I used to go to their channel because they were like a flat Earth channel,
Yeah.
and they were cool. Like, I mean, not cool.
Ronnie,
They were,
right? This guy?
that's Ronnie, and then the other guy is
Okay.
Jason. The other guy is
Oh, so
Wake
they had a
Souls.
channel together. Okay.
Yeah, they both had channels, but they kind of consolidated on one channel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Oh,
so
well, Wake Souls, he was the first guy that came on. Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
Got it.
yeah,
Boyfriend. Yes, he was on.
so the thing is, they were Bible believing guys. Like they liked the Bible, and I was like, cool, right? And
Mhm.
they liked the extra canonical stuff, like the other biblical stuff. And they used
Enoch
to
and whatever. That's, I get it.
like I was totally, I was like, okay, I'm interested. But then like they started talking about like some weird stuff, and then they were really like almost like I don't want to say evil, but I'll say evil. Like they were kind of like they were like I'm not. I know we're not. Nobody's listening to this, but like I don't
Yeah,
really
no, you're
want
fine.
to.
Say what you want.
I don't want to start beef again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we had beef anyway, and
I guess.
and then and they're the kind of people that like if you say something wrong, Jaden, you're a Satanist. Like they started saying that I was a
Oh,
Satanist.
well.
I was like,
It's like
I was like,
Shalandro. It's like Shalandro.
it's like a cult. It's pretty much like a cult. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're very culty.
Wow.
And so then after, but they kept going though, dude. They've been doing shows for the past 9 years or something.
You know anything about this SBVR model? That's what he says. He says,
That's
"Oh,
the
my
model they
SB."
picked up. Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
their
have to
Wait,
look up a picture.
what is that?
I don't know.
virtual simulation model that they made. That they gave.
Oh, the stereographic. You're talking about their stereographic thing, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look into that. I've never even
It's
heard
like
of that.
it's like Pac-Man. So if you go to one side, you'll pop out the other side, dude. It's like it's Pac-Man. You ever heard of that?
Alonzo said that. Yeah, Alonzo said that earlier in the debate, and I don't know if I agree with that.
Nope, I
I'd
don't
have
either.
to see some evidence.
No, there's no evidence.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, well, this is the only way to get the AE map to work most of the time. That's how I see it being used.
Or another. No, it's a different map. It's like more of a. Go ahead, Roger. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do kind of in a way. I didn't really look deep into their model. I got the gist of it. It's kind of cylindrical, kind of think the way it works. You're on it's basically like it's like a stereograph. It plays over and over again.
Well, they used to have this thing where there was two south poles. It's you guys never seen it? He's gonna show it here soon, actually.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh, okay,
Because
cool.
like in a little while, I think I saw it later, like earlier today. There's this one guy that says, "Look at this map," and then they show it. So
And it's
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
So number one, you had the SBVR predicted it. We showed that the sun would actually rise, and it would actually, at a certain point inside reality, you have to have two poles in a flat plane
Hey,
inside
Ronnie.
of a.
Hey,
yeah,
Ronnie.
Can I just finish one point?
Kind of disagree there.
I'm
but-
sorry. I need to tell you which one of these we're going to discuss, okay?
I want to.
So yeah, he doesn't get to pick. Will Duffy picks what they talk about, so he can
yeah, dude,
gaslight the hardest.
he's like a freaking he's a Nazi. He's like a Nazi.
Yeah.
This is not a, this is not a
I think
debate.
it's-
gentlemen.
No, it's not a debate at all.
No.
That's okay.
The guy can't
I'm
even
not
make his
willing-
point. He's
Hey,
getting
Ronnie.
cut off,
What?
and he's
Really
getting told,
quick,
"No, we
yeah.
can't talk about the globe. We can't talk about the
Yeah.
polls. We can only talk about what I pick because you're starting to, whatever."
Other
Yeah,
people
that's what he
ramble
does.
On and on. Just let me. So I have a
hey,
question
Ronnie.
for you about.
You're being disrespectful here.
Uh-oh.
I'm doing my
I wanna get
best.
through it.
I'm doing
You
my
did
best
12 odd-
to give everybody a chance. There's other people waiting right now. They've been waiting for a long time. So I want to
Yeah.
talk to you about critical thinks experiment, which is number 10, the
Sure,
weight variation.
Absolutely.
Weight variation.
So,
Are you guys
how-
familiar
how
with
we-
this? I'm not.
Yes, I am very familiar with it.
Okay, let's see how he twists this point.
No, I want to hear
You're
Roger's
interrupting.
point
So I can
first.
get through more.
Go ahead, yeah.
It's
Honestly,
pretty
I want to hear this first.
cool. All right. So
Okay.
things
Which one?
in the gravitational SGS model actually weigh different at different parts and on the latitude and longitude lines. They have a weight set for each one of them. They say it's caused by gravity. So what they did was they don't calibrate their scales. They go to high elevations and they get different weights for different readings. That's all they do, and they try to mock it up into a globe.
Well, that's like pressure gradients or something like
Yes.
that, wouldn't it be?
But if you actually do what the manufacturer
It's
tells
gravitational. It should be gravitational gradients.
Yeah.
That's what it
But
is. But they're. Go ahead, Roger.
things
Misconstrued.
don't actually change weight. They don't calibrate their scales per air pressure like it's told to do for altitude to get the proper weight of the actual object. They just go with the uncalibrated weight, and they call it gravity that causes things to weigh less or more. It's just it's a parlor trick. It's a sleight of
Well,
hand.
remember Roger? We were talking to Mr. Super Sidewinder, and he went crazy on Luca about
did.
this subject.
You would never
And-
get standard weights for anything ever. Man.
Yeah, so you would go to the North Pole or the South Pole to buy gold when it weighs less, right?
The
And then
gold weighs less.
yeah, because it weighs less
Wow.
there, and then it weighs more in the equator because it's
Yep.
spinning. Think about it.
You
So
guys.
you know what I mean? Like, so the gravity is from the spinning. That's the whole point of this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit, is what it is.
And Flat's debated critical think on this point, and he never could get a word in edgewise at all. He's telling you at the end of it, he says, "I'm not going to do all that. That I got the measurements I wanted. That was it."
Roger, is critical think the little midget guy, the little tiny little guy?
Yeah, the guy from Australia, the New Zealand.
Yeah,
sorry.
that little guy he looked like he had no idea when he was getting off the plane. He's like, "Oh, what is this?" Like he seems so discombobulated.
Mhm. Did you see his glasses? He wore down there.
Yeah, he looked like I don't know. I mean, the guy seems like a complete retard to me, in my opinion. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, what makes him an expert on this? I have no idea.
So, what did they
I'm gonna
prove?
skip through this point because I have so many like little points to go through. If we
Oh, did
listen
you
to
watch this?
everything.
Did you already watch it and then you made notes?
yeah, I watched it and I put down timestamps where people said like stupid things. So
Okay,
we don't have to go
awesome.
through
I
the
love
whole
that. I
stream,
love that. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
did
because if we watch the whole thing, I mean, we'd be here till 4 a.m.
Did
Yeah.
you carry a strap with you so you could bite down while you were watching?
Oh, I had to, dude. Some of the stuff I was hearing, I just muted it. I was like, okay, that's enough. I watched like 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna
You
go
know-
for like 30.
You know what this proves too, Jaden, is that you are a man of your word because you did exactly what you said you were going to do.
Yeah, I did it.
Remember,
Yeah, I got it all
what
here.
was it? Two nights ago, we talked about this, and you're like, "I'm going to do timestamps." Oh, this guy. Who was this guy, by the way?
I'm not sure, but
I've
he
seen him
did
on
make a.
Jared's show before. Oh no!
Oh boy, he's been on Jaren's show.
Yeah.
Did you
boy.
see? So you obviously really quick. You obviously skipped or already watched the guy? Like, you could barely understand him, but like he did that thing when you put
The Indian guy, right?
the fishing line. No, was he
Oh,
Indian?
okay. I think
The
he was
fishing
Indian.
line. He put the
Mhm.
thick line under the water,
Uh-huh.
and he showed that it was the same level on both sides. You saw that part, right?
I might have skipped through that part, honestly.
That's one of the
Did you?
experiments Jared wanted to actually do at one
Yeah.
point now, wasn't it?
I think it wasn't. Well, this guy actually did it. You never saw that, Roger?
I haven't seen it personally. No.
Oh, dude, yeah. Maybe you skipped. Mether you didn't see that part.
Yeah, if you're able to maybe point out a timestamp here or something, I'll try to look for it for sure.
You can get a water level go 200 meters and actually get it to be the same.
Oh,
level.
wait. Okay, so yeah, just go back. Go back to the guy. He's German, by the way. He's a German guy. Right
Was it
there,
this
right?
guy
That guy. Yeah, right there. Okay.
Oh yeah,
this
yeah.
is-
I think I saw him a little bit.
So did you hear what he said? Yeah, this guy.
Let's see what it says.
Close to Joseph Henry's model, and the moon goes.
I think I skipped over this guy.
Hold on.
Cycle, not the yearly cycle, like the,
Okay.
like the sun.
Okay,
Okay,
but
after-
the moon was
Maybe a
visible.
little-
It stayed in the sky
Fast
in
forward.
Antarctica. So
Yeah, he's talking about the moon.
do you
What?
you mentioned Stephen Alonso?
Yeah, we're
do you
not- it's
subscribe
not
to
about the moon.
AE map?
I think what he messes up here.
Sky, and so the a parabolic reflection. So everything what is in the inside is reflected on the outer portion around it. This is a parabolic.
See, he can't
reflection.
explain what he-
So
what he
the moon
means.
Can be
I kind of
This
subscribe
is-
to that too, though. I think if there is a 24-hour sun,
Okay,
it's
so
something to do
you
with
said the moon is
refraction and
everywhere,
weird
wow.
stuff bouncing
no,
off the
no,
dome.
it can. It,
Oh, yeah,
it
there
has
probably
a
is.
possibility. You don't need to make me something put words in my mouth. I said there's a possibility to be everywhere, but not at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember the 24-hour moon video, but the moon actually makes a wave pattern through the sky.
Okay.
That's actually predicted. I don't know if
skip
there's
ahead
just
a
a
little bit.
reflection.
I
Skip
don't
over
know
this.
anything about that.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Maybe it was in the beginning.
Hold on. Maybe.
Everything
Okay.
Okay, quick. Now,
can be everywhere on this.
Oh no, he does say it right here. He does say it at the very end of his conversation. Go ahead, Roger.
I was going to say anything that's reflecting is what the moon's actually doing. That's all that is. He's trying to say that's the prediction of the globe. It's supposed to do the wave pattern.
Yeah, he keeps doing the whole prediction of the globe. Like somebody sets him straight. Somebody sets him straight because it's all coordinate systems. Duffy is so retarded. You have to forget about that part. Forget about the part that he's retarded. Like
That's
I just
hard,
like the
but-
part. I know, but I mean, like I like the interaction and what the people do say. There was 1,000 people watching, or 800, or whatever it was,
It was a lot.
and that's not that many, dude. You know, that's not the biggest. That's not the final or the biggest flat Earth debate ever. Like he said, by the way, guys.
There's been bigger. Yeah, they're actually.
There's been way bigger debates, dude. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people.
He only had 57 likes on this to start with. That was it.
Anyway, but I want you to hear what I watched this. I think I pretty much saw this guy, Kevin Samuel.
Yeah.
I was gonna say his name was Samuel, but no, the other guy was named Samuel. The other weirdo. This guy's actually cool. He's just German. You can't understand him, but he did this cool experiment. He doesn't show it, but he explains it.
Right.
And then watch what Duffy does though. That's the best part.
Okay.
Watch what he does.
So you said the moon is everywhere. Wow.
No,
Okay,
it
fast forward.
It has a.
I don't wanna go too far,
There's a
so-
possibility to be.
Remember the 24-hour moon video?
24-hour moon.
That's actually predicted by the globe.
Okay, that's fine.
Why would there be a wave pattern?
I haven't heard this part
No,
actually.
you caught me on this one. I don't know anything about the wave pattern or
Okay.
I saw the sunspots. The spots didn't. No, this was the sun. No, I don't know about the pattern. I can look it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you coming on and helping us raise money. So thanks, Kevin.
Okay, so it was before that then. So rewind it.
It must have been in the beginning of the conversation.
Waters.
It was in the middle.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is.
8 kilometers, and I put a string with half a second.
Yeah. Okay. This is it.
Have done the real final experiment, what I call
The real final experiment. I
did
love
the
it.
Okay, here it
test
is.
With a
Yeah,
fishing line, 1/2 centimeter below the water, and I took long time to did the to use the cord to have a string with exactly the same density as water, and I pulled it 2.68 kilometers straight, and it was below the lake I was in, so water's tension doesn't play a role. And then I swim to the middle, and it was on the side it was 1/2 centimeter below the lake, and in the middle it was also 1/2 centimeter below the lake. Shows flat water
All the way across. Yeah.
This is a mechanical experiment I like to someone to repeat. We talk about Dr. Shiva.
Hopefully somebody
about this.
does.
He goes on silent mode, but I did it, and we can repeat this if you like, or someone.
Okay. I have a question
Okay,
for
so
you.
look,
Did the
watch what
line
happens.
break
Watch this.
before it was taught?
Mm-hmm. Did the line
Duffy.
break?
No, we calculated, and it was enough strength to show it was straight and.
No, watch
it didn't break.
Subversion.
Okay, great.
This is
Now,
called
Let me ask
subversion.
you a question. I'm trying
What he
to
always
think
does.
about this objectively and just listen to what you're saying. Can you visualize for a second? This is completely hypothetical. Can you visualize a cube Earth?
What? This
The
is
visual
subversion.
Yep,
in my
yep,
head, like
yeah,
that.
dude. This is
Okay.
this is
I don't know
this-
how it
this
would
is
make sense,
evil.
but
If
yeah.
you did this test on a cube Earth, would you have the same result?
you would need to find the exact
Not my question.
portion
Not my
of-
question.
see this.
of there, which is.
Would this
straight
work on a
part. Yeah,
cube
you-
Earth? What?
That's not my question.
Yeah, see,
Stupid.
My
that's
question
called.
is, if you did your test on a cube Earth,
So
wouldn't you
there's
have
all
the
kinds of
same result?
fallacies.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
all over.
I'm
This is
happy
just-
to talk
And he's
about different
confused.
models,
He's like,
but
cube Earth.
I
What are
have-
you? What?
I have more
And
reflection.
then Duffy's like, oh, you want to talk about a different model? Why not a cube Earth? Oh my.
Uh,
Let me explain something. Let me explain
Yeah,
something.
go for it.
This guy, he made a line that was I'm pretty sure it was like 2 miles. 2 miles, I think. It doesn't even matter.
Mm-hmm.
It was exactly the same distance from one side to the other, according to the water that it was going across. Do you understand that?
That's
That
beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's
there it
awesome.
is.
He just
Okay,
skims over that.
if you guys want to take a sidetrack for a minute, I have Duffy's #1 supporter and proof. I got his site. I can share it with you guys. Right quick.
Sure, yeah. Screen share if you want to, or send it.
Yeah, I'll share it with you right now. We'll go to
Oh,
Anthony Powell's site. This is where he gets all of his observations from, and we can go through any of his observations he has on site. These are the only ones that he can halfway verify. The 24-hour moon footage isn't even in here.
Observations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not experiments. Not experiments.
I got 24-hour sunlight in Antarctica. Let's see. I don't have a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. He doesn't release these on his webpage because they can't verify any of what they're talking.
Penguins? Are there penguins?
There's penguins in some of them. Yeah, Anthony, this guy right here, you see that what I'm looking at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
The 24-hour fisheye sun in Antarctica, New Zealand.
24 fish I saw. What the hell?
Yeah. This is the guy who makes these time lapses that he's sending up from Antarctica all the time. This is him.
Oh, okay.
And we can see here how to travel around the world in 5 seconds.
So Jaden, does it get better? Like, does the stupid debate thing? Does it get better later? Like,
it gets better as in Will Duffy concedes to points I don't think he's meaning to. Like when he says
concedes?
you
He
can see
concedes?
curvature. Yeah, I mean he says you can see the horizon curve at 30,000 feet. That's just not true at all. That's just a lie.
No, that's
and
not.
then they take balloon footage, and then he's like, well, it looks like it's slightly curving. Like
Did you say 30? Did you 30,000? 30?
Yep, 30,000 feet. He says from a plane. Yeah,
feet.
He fully concedes on that point, and then a couple others as well.
You want to watch this one right quick? I think it's 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's
totally fine.
This is Duffy's go-to.
This is my base.
Yeah, it's Scott's base.
You move around a little bit.
It's just music.
I hear it.
Yeah, that's all you.
Does it let you move around?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
This is it.
I'm pretty convinced, dude. This is very scientific.
So you get daylight for 24 hours. You don't see the sun. He has another one where he does a sundial.
Hold on. Rewind.
Uh-oh.
Rewind. Watch the clouds.
I know. It's edited.
Whoa, yeah, there. What?
Watch. No repeat.
Yeah, the clouds are kind of going all over the place.
Yeah, it looks a little weird. I don't know. No, my bad.
I mean, it is a time lapse, but
yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not showing 24 hours sun. It's daylight.
It was the direction looked weird.
There's the sun now.
What are we supposed to be looking at here?
yeah.
4 hours of daylight.
Oh, just light. It's not like there's no sun. I don't like this at all. Is this supposed to prove something, Roger?
Yeah, this is Anthony Powell.
And look at what? Okay.
This is.
I don't know what that's.
Blowproof.
Oh, endless. Okay, my bad. It's just endless sunlight.
No, here's 24-hour sunlight in VR, AK. You know,
Oh, jeez. No. So Jaden, as a person that's watched this already, like I was watching it until the part that I think you stopped at, or right before that, right? So I was trying to look at the positives, right? Like think about like, is it funny? I thought maybe it would be funny.
Oh, there's some really funny ones. I mean, really, the only thing funny are these phony flat earthers coming on talking about simulation theory.
Okay, we can see it. Oh, well, that's part of it. Or how Duffy is such a bad debater, and he's like I was trying to tell Roger, like I said, like, you know, like he called out that one guy that could barely speak English. he's like, "Oh, that's a logical fallacy," and like he constantly does logical fallacies, bro.
All the
Here's
time.
another guy. Here's another guy. This guy's kind of funny, actually.
Well, you're about to see him actually do a logical
No,
fallacy here.
no, I know. Of course you will, because he does it every 10 seconds. But
I
this
looked
guy
it
right
up.
here, this
Go
guy
ahead.
goes. Did you remember this guy? This guy goes, "Oh, I had some 200 and something thousand people on Facebook. Why didn't you invite me?"
Right.
And let's see what he says. I say that's the last thing that's the last part I saw. Is this guy when I was working tonight.
So, yeah, I
To
guess
know.
let's just get into
I
it.
did not appeal to authority. I asked you why you're so confident that no one has seen the Earth from space.
Because nobody has seen Earth from space. Buzz Aldrin admitted.
Okay, so interesting. Okay,
This
so
point is great.
I'm okay
What
to
kind
move
of
on to the next
what
section
kind of
if you'd
answer is
like. I
that?
don't
Interesting.
think-
Sure.
Okay, great.
Interesting, great.
All right, let me pull this up real quick.
And the funny thing is, McToon is
All
in the chat making
I
fun
see.
of
Yeah,
flat
he's a
earthers.
moderator. Yeah.
Yeah, he's making fun of flat earthers for saying, "Oh, just because," or I don't know, or like and Duffy does the same thing.
Yeah. It's
So
all
Duffy
work.
does this.
Whom you followed
It's hilarious.
the TFE.
I'm hoping he gets into the rigid flight model here.
Yes, let's get into that, please.
Let's talk about.
Talk about
Wait,
TFE.
what?
Let's talk about. Okay, you want to talk about the 24-hour sun?
Did you say
Network and the
rigid
globe
flight
never
model?
existed.
Yeah, he starts bringing that up. Yeah.
What is that?
confused.
I've never heard
Doesn't
that.
In the NASA documents, it says assuming a flat stationary plane,
Yes, it does.
immovable atmosphere, a rigid aircraft.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So he starts talking about the
okay,
actual
so
documents that say
we-
like flat Earth and all that.
Saw a 24-hour sun. Sam.
Yes.
I don't want to.
I don't believe
I
about
don't think I
it
got the
because
timestamp
there's
right
nothing. It doesn't happen. It didn't happen after the sun goes after.
because I just wanted to see his point on the rigid flight model. Because he does talk about it.
A patent doesn't mean that there is not that everything's perfectly accurate. So
There's no model. There is no patented globe model.
okay, Samuel, I'm gonna give you an opportunity right now that I don't think you could turn down. It's too good to turn down.
Oh, too good.
You ready?
Sure.
Do you know
It's too good.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah,
came
so-
out of nowhere. I've been talking about this,
This is funny.
for 10 years, and suddenly last year, you and Mr. McToon came out here, try to debunk flat Earth. Where did you guys come from?
Well, I'm gonna give you
How are you? How did you get into the subject?
authority. Her name is Wendy, and she turned me on to it, and so
Wendy.
here we are. I'm not claiming
She
she's an
turned me
authority.
on to it,
She
he
introduced
said.
me to Eric Dubay, Flat Earth Dave, Jaron Campanella,
Oh,
and the
damn.
rest is history. But
I
Sam,
have a one on Facebook.
I wanted
Why
to get
did
I'm
into
give
the
you
rigid
this
flight
offer.
model.
It's unbelievable.
I didn't get the stamp
MC
quite right.
Toon has a $100,000 offer where if you go to Union Glacier Camp where we did in December of this year,
Hold
on.
Let me pay for my trip.
okay, the trip because you're going to get 100,000.
Wait, what?
Okay, so
I'm
To hear
just
that.
skipping
They have
through.
on the ATE
You want to know if
RRA.
he's gonna pay for his
that
trip.
we're all liars, and even
I haven't
though
heard of
we have eyewitness
I have no.
testimony, us
Ooh,
that
this
we're
is
all
cool.
liars.
NA.
Okay, awesome. Well, I appreciate you telling us that we're
How
all
did I
liars,
miss the rigid
and
flight
even though
model
we
thing,
have
man?
eyewitness
Let me
I have
just
no-
do
testimony.
I
this.
have-
Let me just do this. I hate to do it, but I'm just gonna, because I have it written down in the notes here, and this is the timestamp. But obviously, it's not popping up. Rigid aircraft for a constant. Oh, 37. Oh, wow, he was talking for a minute here.
Because
Okay,
It's a linear aircraft.
this is what I
model.
was looking for. We were way ahead.
Give me one. All right. Let me read this to you. This is from NASA's website. This is not a screenshot. This is a live website right now. This is what the flat Earth community thinks is a bit of a smoking gun. It's this paper called "The Derivation and Definition of a Linear Aircraft Model." Now, what makes flat earthers so excited about this is it says it's a linear aircraft model for a rigid aircraft of constant mass flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth. Are you familiar with this?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Okay, here's my question for you. There are 4 things highlighted there. I put that highlight there. The 4 things
I can't
are
wait.
a rigid aircraft, an
Mhm.
aircraft of constant mass, a
Mhm.
flat Earth, and a non-rotating Earth. My
Mhm.
question for you is, what do those 4 things have in common?
Flat Earth.
They're all
They
not
all assume
real.
the obvious.
They're all fake.
Okay, that's
I
incorrect.
think
Do you
that's
want to
what
try
he's
again?
gonna say. I don't
that's
quite
correct.
remember his answer.
What are you
They
saying?
are assuming the obvious because nobody can prove the Earth is moving, and there is no measurable curvature.
Okay, Samuel. I hate to break it to you, but that's not the right answer. But I'm going to give you the right answer.
No,
the right answer, Duffy.
who determined the answer to this question?
Well, Duffy
The
did.
people that wrote the paper.
Okay, so what's their answer?
All of these things don't exist.
That's a rebuttal.
All of these things don't exist. Why do they talk about it? Why are they basing aircrafts on it if it doesn't exist? All four.
Hold on.
Rigid
Hold on.
aircraft
Hold
don't
on.
exist. Yep.
Excuse me.
Hold on. None of these
Yeah.
things exist.
Joking.
Wow. This is
Let's
a
see
good.
what he says. He'll explain
Thank you
it
for
a
coming.
little bit. But
Thank you for coming back to this part, dude. Because that's freaking hilarious. Dude.
Yeah, this was a gem. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
So
Yeah,
number
why
one,
not, Duffy? Why don't they
aircraft
do
is
it?
not rigid.
Yes, they are.
Aircraft does not have a constant mass. It
Aircraft.
changes.
I googled it. Aircraft are considered rigid in a lot of contexts.
And they
Obviously, the
always
wings
have a
have a
constant
little
mass. The mass is
He's gonna say,
constant.
"Well, the fuel changes,
Dude,
because
this is
the fuel changes. It's not." Yeah.
There's more than that. He's
constant.
going to tell you that gravity changes.
Well, by the way,
he's- yeah.
I don't know, Jaden, if you know about this, but like, dude, there's a lot of fuel problems when it comes to airplanes.
Oh yeah, dude, the jet fuel scandal. And all
Yeah.
that.
Don't talk about it because you'll get kicked off of YouTube. I'm not even joking, dude.
No, I believe you, but yeah,
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Oh yeah.
As they burn up fuel. And there is not a flat Earth, and there is not a non-rotating Earth. So flat Earthers, unfortunately, have misunderstood this NASA paper. No. Hey, I'm being serious
This is the
right now.
funniest one ever. This is the best one.
I'm being serious.
This is the best one. I didn't expect this. I didn't know this happened.
Oh, it
I
gets
missed
way
this part.
better when he says.
Oh
the
no,
horizon
it gets
is curving.
the
I do
horizon is
care about
curving.
you, and I want you to realize.
Oh my god!
That
the way you're interpreting this information is hilarious.
Yeah,
the way you're interpreting this is just too funny. Go ahead.
It's obvious, Samuel. So let me explain. Okay, what they're trying to state is that there are 4 variables that are not accounted for.
Obvious, Samuel.
Aircraft is not rigid. The wings go up and down. It is not a constant. It is not a
What
constant.
the heck is he talking about?
So it's not made of metal. It's made of Jello, right?
It's made of
That's
jello.
not what I
That was my note. I said
Dude,
aircraft.
the
It says
wings go up and down.
Yeah, it's made of jello. Yeah,
That's a straw man.
that's a strong.
You know
Everybody
a lot about that.
everybody knows that there is.
Let me
flat
read
straw
about that.
man.
That's great.
Dude, I knew this was gonna be funny.
Right?
He hit him
Uh,
with the no you. He's like, "That's a strong man." He's like, "Oh yeah, you know about that."
That's not what I said. That's a straw man.
He
Everybody,
doesn't even understand.
everybody knows
He doesn't
that there's
understand.
flex in the wings. I actually talked to an aerospace engineer to prepare for this debate.
Oh my.
It's not a
Oh
constant
my.
That's not
mass.
Oh
what's
my.
being considered. It's considered rigid because it's made of a hard metal. That's rigid. It's
Hey.
not.
Mhm.
It's not applying in movement.
In order to get
Hey,
lift, it
Samuel,
has
I'm
to
telling
be
you
rigid.
right now
Yeah.
that in the world of aviation, aircraft
You're
is
not an aviator. You're not a pilot.
You're correct.
You're not a mechanic.
You're correct. Aircraft is
Exactly.
not considered.
I love this
rigid.
guy. This guy's awesome.
Aircraft, everyone knows, does not have a constant mass. And so this has been a huge misinterpretation by the flat Earth community. These are 4 things that are not true. You guys have taken them as 4 things that are true. And so you need to know that.
Okay, I have about 3 other documents on my website from the CIA that claim flat Earth. So what about those other
They
3?
don't go over the documents, unfortunately. So I'm gonna skip to the next. Let's see. I think it's
Why not?
148. Oh well, of course, because Duffy doesn't want to debunk himself. Of course. Oh, well, I guess we already covered that. So 150. Oh, this guy's nuts.
So
This
hold
guy's-
on, really quick, Jaden. Let me tell you something crazy. Oh yeah. Oh, what's his name? Freaking! I loved it. I watched part of it.
He said.
Do you know Lindsay? Do you know who he is?
No, I don't.
Oh, are you serious? This is the first time you've ever seen Lindsay talk about his model,
Yeah, I've
Victoria
never-
model? Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I didn't like it. He said something about because Will Duffy clarified. He's like, so just to be aware, you do believe in outer space and planets, and he's like, yep.
And he
yep.
loved
So,
that. He loved that part.
Yeah, I didn't agree where he said, oh yeah, my model's all about planets and outer space. I'm like, uh oh.
Dude,
Where to find you? I know you have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel called Tomb of Illumination. That's spelled WEWL dash
Illumination.
LUM
Oh well.
Lumen INATION.
Kind of
And
just
the
want to
last
skip to the part where he
sunset,
says, "I
Facebook.
just want to clarify, you do believe in outer space, right?" And he just
Yeah,
gives
it's like a
Clean
couple
I'm off
couple
got a
minutes.
TikTok, but I don't. I've got Patreon page. You want to get over there and
I
say
love
all
Lindsay.
the
Lindsay's
bullshit
funny
they give you. They won't link.
because he
Okay.
makes
So
me
I'm only
think.
here for
I like people that make me think. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's-
how is he imagining his world? You know, like I love that part, bro.
yeah.
Seriously,
Like,
I love that.
a flat Earth model with an outer space that really has always baffled me. We're not the flat Earth society. We're not a disc floating in a universe of gravity.
No, not at all. I don't.
No,
for a
we're kind
laugh.
of,
I don't. Maybe that's not how he describes it either. But he
No,
does.
he
say
doesn't
outer
do that.
space is a thing. So I don't know.
well, that's what people
No.
envision. That's the way they're raised, though. They're raised to think that
Yeah.
outer space is real.
Dude, it's 10 times beyond what you're thinking. This guy's thing is like way beyond anything you ever heard before. Like it's the most original. Like seriously, it's the most original thought process I've ever seen. And
When he
obviously,
described it, I felt that way. I was like, "Wow, I've never heard this before."
oh yeah, it's totally left field, but it makes you think. That's all. I like thinking. So
It does.
go ahead.
It does.
So I know the globe theory is all a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Let
So
me
let me hear you out.
Yeah, let me start by asking you a question from my trusty list here. Can you name a single
trusty
globe
list.
prediction in the future that will fail and instead confirm
Such a
flat
stupid
Earth?
question.
Now, to be
This is
clear,
a
I'm
dumb
talking
question.
about globe
Yeah.
predictions that involve a date, a time, and a specific geographic location. There are thousands, by the way. Thousands of predictions. Can you
No.
name a single one that will fail and will actually confirm a flat Earth?
That's a fallacy right there, by the way.
No, because all their information comes from the ancient
Another freaking fallacy.
Babylonians or the Chinese. The
I
grid
just want to
and
get to the
time
point where
eclipse
it's
and
like,
the Milky Way.
there we
that's
go.
Causing the solar eclipse. It's not just the moon and sun. It's a third entity. And the
He's
Milky
saying
Way
there's
is
certain
like
stars that can cause eclipses, not just the moon.
a straw that
Yeah,
comes
that's
out of
what
the
he's saying.
center of the flat Earth over to the tropical gap, and it moves around like a clock arm. That Milky Way swings over a planet. In a particular time, you're going to get a solar eclipse. Whether it just nicks it or not, with that NASA knows this. And it's all
He
about
can't
the
ex-
flexing of the ecliptic plane.
It's
he
hard.
can't
And all
explain
the
himself,
planets are
dude.
on the ecliptic
Jaden,
plane.
he
It's
doesn't know how to
like a plane,
explain.
the circular and flat 2D
I'll have to
plane.
look into a video of his after this and just get.
Oh,
an idea.
dude, it'll be the same thing, by the way.
Oh,
Like what
boy.
he's like, see,
There's
he's
no
just
plane.
like he's not good at explaining his ideas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's just
I
not
see
good
he's
at.
got some stuff written back there.
Oh, he's got tons of yeah. Dude. You never. I forgot, dude.
Yeah.
The guy has a whole. He thinks so. Okay, I'll give you a synopsis, right?
Mhm.
So there is like a bunk cake. You know what a bunk cake is, right? Like it's like a toroidal dome.
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah. I've seen the toroidal models and all that.
Yeah, the toroidal thing, right? But he's got a whole idea where everything is kind of in flux. Everything above you is in flux, where like the southern stars and everything, they lower and they raise and lower according to your visual, according to what you're looking at, which makes sense, right?
Say the word perspective,
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah, perspective, whatever, reference frame, whatever. But he really thinks it's all. I mean, there's a lot going. I mean, did you not watch this yet?
No, I've seen it. I watched it.
Yeah, like he
But
goes.
a lot of what he said kind of went over my head. I didn't really get it.
Oh yeah, it goes over everyone's head. I guarantee you, it goes over everyone's head except for his, and I think it goes over his head too. Because I think sometimes he's just ripping, and and then that's why. Oh, I think that you're joking. Sometimes it's like he's not joking though. The guy is real.
Yeah,
Like,
he
that
did
guy is
say
a
that,
real.
yeah.
He's a real person. That's why I like him. Anyway, I think it's funny, like to think about things.
On a globe, you've got this line drawn across your globe, but it's not a plane, is it?
I'm happy to hear you talk about the Milky Way. I'm happy to hear you talk about planets because most flat earthers deny space, they deny planets. So it sounds like you disagree with flat earthers on that. You believe in space and planets.
I'll be a
and
moderator.
galaxies.
I'll be the moderator. Stop
Most
him.
flat earthers don't have a clue about reality. They've gone so far and they're stuck in a group.
Do you guys
They
deny
don't know much.
space? Roger,
I
do you,
Do I deny
you,
space? Space
do
is
you,
not real because you can't have a vacuum next to a pressurized system.
what do you mean?
Not
What do you
without a
mean?
container.
You mean
gotta-
their space that they explain according to NASA, right?
But then you'll ask like Brenda, and he'll tell you that it's
No,
not
I'm saying though.
Go ahead.
But there is a place up there called space that has lights in it, right? That God made.
Yeah, there's a linear.
So you don't deny space. I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just deny it being a vacuum.
Like Duffy's straw man. It's a straw man fallacy. He's straw manning you.
Yeah,
He's straw manning everyone.
Yeah, he's strawmanning you with the what do you call it?
The flat
what kind
earthers
of language-
don't believe in space.
Yeah, we
It's
don't.
a straw man.
We don't believe that space is what they say it is. Let's put it that way. The idea that the light travels parallel from all the stars, actually that's the way it works in their model. It has to, in order to get their readings with their maps and stuff. All light is parallel in order to get their positions. The light is not parallel. That debunks the model in itself right away.
Yes, that's true, but you just went on a rant about parallel lights. I was just asking you guys. So Jaden, you think that like space is fake? No, you shouldn't say that. I hope, right? It's not fake. There's a place.
It's water, exactly. It's probably just a bunch of water, and you can't even get to it even if you wanted to. So.
Well, if you look at the biblical model, yes, there's waters above, but I don't think it covers all of the area above us. I don't think we're underneath it all. I think there's a container between us and the waters above, but I don't think it's completely covering the whole thing. And there's points where you can actually get clarity through the dome. I believe there's a crystalline dome above us, and that's what causes what the stars actually do to behave that way, because they're actually shining through a structure.
Yeah, and it deviates light, and you get.
There is a distance between us and that structure. Yeah.
So Jaden, you've heard there's seven levels of heaven, right?
Yeah, I've heard of that before. Yeah.
Yeah, like so. I think that what it is, there's there's 7 layers between us and God, right?
I always thought it was 3 heavens, though, not 7.
Well, that's more biblical. Like the 7 come out of like the Quran and Vedic texts. They actually describe that. They
other books. Yeah. Baruch says it. There's other books too. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't care about the number. Like, don't get caught up in the numbers, right?
7, yeah.
So think about this though. So you know what a Gaussian system is, right? A Gaussian surface. Like if you have
Go ahead.
You have electrical, right? That's how energy fluxes between two. You can have multiple levels, right? That all are level. In my opinion, that's why I call myself Scott Level Realm, because it's not just flat; it's level, but there's also other level realms above us.
Okay.
Possibly.
Wouldn't be against that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I like the term level more, because obviously the Earth isn't flat. That doesn't necessarily make sense for it to actually.
Yeah, because flat. Saying flat is a straw man. A straw man means you can just burn it down like easily to say, well, there's mountains.
Exactly.
There's mountains though, bro.
Flat. But it is level.
You know?
Water. There's valleys, bro. There's also
it's all level.
Yeah, but
valleys, bro. Mountains and valleys.
Well, the sun's not flat.
here's what I'll take you on a trip if you want to go right quick. There's these things all over northern and eastern Europe. They're called benchmarks, and they're all at the same level, but they travel the entire country. They're marked by ancient construction work. Well, not ancient, but
according to elevation or altitude,
above
right?
sea level.
Yeah, above sea level. Yeah. Sea level. What does that mean? Jaden, what does that mean? Sea level.
Well, it's curved, level curve, sir.
Let me show you something I came across here. You guys might
curved sea level.
Yeah, no, they call it sea level for a reason. I think. Even if you read Merriam-Webster's actual definition out fully, it's like it's a straw man in itself. Where'd he go, Scott? He disappeared. You still here? Scott?
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
no.
here.
There he is. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. He
It
stepped
wasn't
out.
me.
Sorry about
Are you with us now?
that. Just crashing my browser trying to switch tabs.
No. Okay.
I just plugged my.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah, I
guys
can-
able to see this?
Oh, look, Alonso
Back.
losing weight.
Yeah. Look what he said in the chat. I just thought this was funny.
Jade,
Hold on.
Really quick. It says Flat Earth Fitness is a proven results program.
what's
Don't exercise like a Glober does, and then be surprised when you get no results. Don't exercise like a Glober. You got
How
to
do you
exercise like a Flat
Glober?
Earther. What a scam, dude. What an
Yeah.
absolute scam.
Yeah.
Literally. There's nothing else to call that but a scam. Exercising like a Glober?
Okay.
What does that mean?
Think-
Go ahead, Scott. I just wanted to.
like?
Oh,
Oh, I think you're lagging, Scott. Is he lagging for you, Roger?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, you're cutting out.
Yeah,
He's
you're
in-
lagging really hard there, Scott. Or maybe I'm lagging out. I'm still trying to figure that out.
It's Scott.
Maybe drop and reconnect.
Yeah, drop out.
Are you there?
Scott, we can't hear you, dude. Type it
I
in
can't
the
tell if
private
I'm
chat.
lagging or you're lagging. Are you there,
No.
Roger? Can you hear me?
I'm here. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Jaden?
Could be me. I don't know. It seems like it's probably me.
I can hear
some
you just
reason.
fine.
Let me drop and reconnect. Hold on.
Scott, can you hear me?
I'm taking down. Oh, hey
He
Roger, you
dropped
there?
out. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Can't hear anything. What the hell's up with that?
Well, I'll drop in. Hold on, drop out.
It says you're talking. Why can't I hear you, Roger? Let's see.
Here, I'm going to leave and come back.
Unmute
Hold
tab. The stream just got totally nuked. I don't know what happened. Hey, there you are. I can hear you now, I think.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess like the whole stream lagged out there for a second.
Yeah, I think they're tweaking us.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, like the Merriam-Webster, I was saying earlier, the Merriam-Webster definition, actually, it can fit anything. It's the
Right.
curved water that goes around the earth is what the level is what they're saying. That's level.
Right.
The water doesn't curve around the earth. That's bull crap. Water actually has different levels, but it doesn't curve.
Yeah, no, water's never going to curve. Yeah.
It has a datum. They actually have a physical datum across the world of every water level, but it references sea level. That's all. And what they did with geodetic surveying is try to make it into a globe the best they could. They came up with a oblate spheroid that has a lot of lumps and bumps and all kinds of crap in it, but it's never been measured to be a spherical object at all.
Right.
And I don't have to
All
say
right.
globe, so Duffy can't come get me.
So this is where Duffy says the horizon curves. Yeah, it's bad.
Filming with his weather balloon.
He
And I'm
doesn't
just
have.
curious where he.
Let me go back a little bit.
Pictures in the way. So, are we facing north right now? Well, tell me when we're facing north.
I don't know which way north is. I just know it goes all the way around twice.
Let's see.
I'll play it again if you'd like.
He doesn't understand what
Well, I
horizon.
don't understand the question.
Yeah, no, he has
Okay,
no
what's your
idea.
question? Like, why are we
Maybe
looking
we'll
at
touch on this.
He's
I don't have a
23
timestamp for
miles
this,
up filming.
but they
So
are.
imagine you put
this
on
looks
the VR.
interesting. We'll see what he
so
says.
give me a
Okay.
second to set this
Now,
up.
hold on
here.
a minute. Stop it right now. I'm going to reference you to Zen Garcia, the same person. Actually, this is what he stole this from. The guy who actually lost the lawsuit in federal court
Oh wow.
over a debate. Zen Garcia won a court case twice due to this exact example he gave in a federal court to dispute flat Earth. They ruled in favor of Zen Garcia.
Wow.
Because this is not evidence. You can't present this as evidence in any court. A computer-generated model doesn't prove jack. Really, you can do simulations of what your predictions are in a Blender simulation, just like Stolman did with the sunsets.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, the amount of light that he was actually getting was 3 times what you should have got if the spherical Earth actually occulted the sun. In other words, if it went behind it or down, there's
Hey,
way
Jim Anus in here. What's up, brother? Sorry, I
saw
just saw that.
Did you see Big Pine?
Big Pine as well. Good to see you guys. Welcome.
And
Keep
did
going.
you say
Go
that?
ahead,
Did you
Roger.
say
Sorry.
Northern Rebellion. He's actually a friend of ours.
Oh, well, lovely. Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent the link in a Discord, and Northern was replying. He said, "I am obligated to watch the stream," which I found funny because the whole thing is how we're obligated by Will Duffy. So I thought that was funny. Definitely giving Jim Anus a spanner here, 100%.
Nice. Well, it's 12:10 here where I'm at. How much more are you going to go through?
Oh, I'm just gonna go through this point, and I'm gonna call it.
Okay, that's up to you. You're in
Sure.
charge.
Okay.
Well, actually, here,
All right.
let me just.
I didn't create it. I asked somebody to help me create.
I want to find where he says
if you're there, I
famous
can't see you.
curve at 30,000 feet. Somehow.
Hello, I'm in a very dark room.
I think it's 247.
Okay, I agree.
Maybe 48. Is it 48?
Okay.
248.
Is that
this
what
is close.
Is that what you want me to say?
Well, that's the only answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is possibly the curvature?
Okay, I agree.
Oh no.
Okay. Is that what you want me to say?
Well, that's the only answer.
Like, I don't want to get a wrong answer, then you boot me off. So I want you to answer some questions.
All right, I am going to. Are you a flat earther?
Yeah, since 2020.
Okay.
Well, a little bit before. COVID, as you know about COVID, but the Great
You didn't know
Awakening,
anything about COVID.
hiding the truth.
He said, "As you know about COVID." You really think Will Duffy knows about that? I bet you he's quadruple. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm hiding the truth.
He got all 4. I'm hiding the truth. Yeah.
I'm hiding the truth.
Of course you are, Duffy.
He's drinking
You
this
are.
Mason jar again.
With your vodka. You're drinking vodka on camera right now?
Water.
Water.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
positive. Yeah.
Well, we'll just trust that there's not a cryptocurrency in there that you're trying to sell.
Positive. Yeah.
All right, man.
I hope I didn't get this timestamp wrong.
Personally, I
hold on.
appreciate that you went to Antarctica.
I think I did. I'm gonna go back to the very
And
beginning.
then-
Hopefully, he says in the beginning.
Okay.
It's at
All right,
248.
So you're
That's
gonna
what I
need
got
to see
written
the
down.
screen for this question.
Maybe 251. Hold on, wait. 251. No, this guy comes in saying he's a scammer. Okay, not him.
One of the last flat earthers brought up Dwayne Kellum. Dwayne Kellum is a flat.
Hey, can I start with my question first?
Up his own weather balloons with non-fisheye lenses.
Oh no!
And he did something
Right,
very
your linear
unique that I think most flat earthers missed, which is that he sent one up at night. So my question for you, Flat Earth D, is this: he got this weather balloon up to 23 miles above the Earth. And I'm gonna hit play here. It's only 40 seconds
figure that
long.
out
Take
right
all the
now.
time you need. I'm curious.
What is that, Roger?
Let's do the math right quick. 23 miles above the Earth. Okay, ready?
Mhm.
How many feet is that per mile? You have what, 5,000?
5,000. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
so-
I'd be willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, even if you round it down to 5,000. It still wouldn't match the globe.
Yeah. So how much curvature were you supposed to see at that height?
A shit ton, a lot,
You'd be
quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, the hidden values are in the Earth curve calculators for the most part, but that's pre-assuming the globe in its first instance. So
Yeah.
Tell me where the sun is.
Oh no, where's the
I'll
sun?
put you on full screen. Is it showing the coordinates? Is there a cardinal rows?
You'll see 360 degrees.
Yeah, I have it at 248. I don't understand where. Okay, you know what? I know how to find this. Easy.
I know what he's trying to do with this too.
All we have to do, show transcript. What am I looking for? 30,000 feet. Control F. 30. Okay, don't type that. Maybe 30 like this. 1,000. Okay, let me just type 1,000 feet. Okay, cross 1,000 feet. No, it's thinking. Nope, not that one. Cross 1,000 mile. Okay, maybe not that. Let's just see 33. Well, that might pop up a few times. Shill Duffy with the 33. Nope. What would be another keyword? What do I have written down? Curved at 30,000 feet. Curve. Oh, wait. Horizon. Okay. Let's see. Curving, or is it parallel to a flat horizon? Let's see. What does it say? No, we already covered that. Horizon of Earth, did you know? Okay, no. This is a Horizon of the black hole. See, this guy says there's a black hole at the North Pole.
Yeah, we know.
We didn't cover that, but he said there's a
That's
black
right.
hole there.
Ryan follows that theory, by the way. He believes that the sun's a projection up out of the black hole in the center of the north, and it reflects off the dome, kind of like a spotlight from the north.
Right.
It's black light that's reflected off the sun, off the dome, and
Here it is. The horizon is curved at 30,000 feet. I don't know how I got the timestamp that wrong, but this is where he says it, and we'll just end on this.
Okay.
There's
backed
a
up a little
building
bit.
that was programmed in here, and
I
you
know
can
this
maybe
is
go on
Geo.
top of the building.
Well,
I know
what up?
Geo.
Oh,
This
this guy,
is
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, we got somebody joining in. Let me.
It's probably Scott.
Yep. Welcome back, Scott.
Are you doing, Matt?
I think
Are
we're
you
all
still
lagging
doing?
there because even.
Are we good now? Hello.
We're
Go.
good. Yeah, it was a stream issue, I believe.
Yeah,
No.
StreamYard. Yeah.
No, I plugged my mic in too. Like it was a
You
thing.
were the only one. He couldn't hear me. He really couldn't hear me or anybody else, so we had to start back.
Last thing what are we doing here now?
Well, you got Geo on there now. Geo came in and actually challenged him.
Who?
Geo is he's built a complete model built on an azimuth and your local vision.
Oh yeah. There's a whole flat Earth community just based on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like you're in the chat twice here. Are you
Who?
on multiple devices?
Is it me?
Yeah, I see you.
I'm
could add you
leaving.
twice, but no,
I
you're
don't
fine.
see
You're
it.
fine. I can just. You're fine. You're fine.
Don't
You sound normal.
Yeah, I'm
Roger
not gonna
sounds
add your-
normal.
We're good.
Okay, I'm gonna continue. Right around here. He says, "Well, of course there's curve at 30,000 feet." So let's hear him say that.
Oh,
Or
30,000.
you could maybe get into an airplane.
Oh, an airplane.
At 30,000 feet, that doesn't
And
happen.
as you can see here, here's the model saying, "Oh, 30,000. It looks like it's curving, right?"
Hold on a second.
Right
It
quick
does.
before you
You just made the horizon curve.
Yeah,
Scott,
because by the way, Duffy's the one promoting this, not him. Duffy's streaming this, and he's saying, "Oh, well, look at this model. There's a plane at 30,000 feet, and the horizon's curving." That's not what we observed, Duffy.
It is curved at 30,000
That's
feet.
completely
Wait, let me go
the
back.
horizon
Let's see.
curve,
Let's
and
see.
all
Hold
that.
Let's see what he
Hold on
says.
a second. It does.
Okay, go ahead.
Scott, remember Zen Garcia, right?
Oh, I know who that is. Yeah.
Of course,
talking to
I
him.
don't say I remember him like he's dead. He's not dead, right?
No, he's
No.
No, he's not dead.
Okay.
No, but
Yeah.
remember the lawsuit itself? They brought in a computer-generated model to try to prove the curve of the Earth, and he got thrown out of court. That's what's going to happen
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah. Do you know that, Jaden? Zen Garcia won a court case against somebody trying to claim that the Earth is a globe, and he's like, "Okay, we'll go to court then." And then they said, "Well, you lose." Like the guy that he was the
Poster child.
plaintiff or whatever.
And that was,
the guy.
that was this guy or someone else?
No, it was a guy, Zen Garcia. Why are we talking about Zen Garcia?
Because he doesn't. He's not been in this arena that long. So
Yeah.
I let him know about that, and Duffy didn't have the leg to stand on with this example. So.
I'm trying to figure out who said yes to the poll. To the poll question, did you follow your flat Earth obligation to show up on the final debate? Somebody said yes. Oh, somebody's joining in the chat here. Oh, that's Scott dropping out. Okay.
Sorry,
Well,
Scott.
he'll probably be back. If not, we're about to end the stream here in a few minutes anyways, just trying to get this final point. All right. Let's hear him say it again.
Made the horizon curve.
The horizon is curved at 30,000
That's
feet.
completely wrong.
The horizon is curved at 30,000 feet. What do you think about that? Obviously, that's not true.
No, it's not.
But, his
No,
little
it's not.
model says it.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
So there's a guy called Dwayne Kellum that did 20 weather balloons. So you can go see him on YouTube if you want to. And you're going to see at 90,000 feet to 110,000 feet, it's flat still.
Okay. By the way,
Look
do you
at
want
Duffy. He said, okay, how do I deflect? Let's see how he deflects.
Do you want me to call you Geocentric Truth, or do you want me to call you by?
Look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing. He said, how do I bring up any topic other than the fact that he just debunked me? What do you want me to call you? Your name or the other name that you didn't tell me to call you?
called Dwayne Kellum that did
Crazy.
20 weather balloons. So
Look
you
at his
can go
face.
see
He's like,
him on YouTube if
let me
you
think
want,
of
and
a
you're gonna see at
question.
90,000 feet
Oh, I
to
got it. What's your name?
110,000 feet, it's flat still.
Okay. By the way, do you want me to call you Geocentric Truth, or do you want me to call you by something else?
Doesn't matter,
Doesn't
bro.
matter.
You're irrelevant to me.
Okay, cool. So can I show you something cool about Dwayne Kellum?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Moves topic. Doesn't even address it. Makes a false claim. Shows a debunked model of curvature on a. I mean, this isn't even a model. This is just a depiction. I wouldn't call this a model at all. And he gets debunked and moves right on. Asks his
in an
name for no
airplane.
reason.
The reason you don't see it is because of clouds
And then he claims, oh, well, look at the curve here and all this nonsense.
and atmosphere.
Right.
But anyway, this is important. I want to see how.
I'm just going to leave it here, guys. It's getting pretty late. Steven actually made a 45-minute video. I'll just show that on stream really quick.
Okay.
We're not going to watch it, though, because it's 45 minutes. But this was a couple hours after the debate, and he went through all 12 points. So maybe tomorrow I'll go over this and see if he's actually got some points here or if he's just doing it on the fly and making shit up to show for Duffy some more. So we'll do that one tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for coming. Appreciate you, Roger. Do you have any final statements or anything?
No, not at all, man.
Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Drop a like if you haven't already. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to Level who left the chat here. And yep. See you guys next time. Appreciate